good, everybody? It's your boy Aristotle Investments, R with the Rari, full throttle. Y'all know what time it is. Another episode of Stock Sundays, folks. Stock Sundays. All right, we've been doing this for a very long time, going on about 3 years. But really, I've been doing about 7, because I've been posting charts and stuff on Sunday for a long time, giving Sunday watch lists and things like that. Then I finally made it a show 3 years ago. All right, so. Before I give you guys the game, please leave me a like in the comment in exchange for my expertise, because I want to give you guys a game. You guys already know. And plus, let me look. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. 5 plays that I want to show you guys that could potentially go over these levels or whatnot, folks. So let's get right into it. I don't want to waste you guys' time. All right. Let's get it. Uh-oh, the most beautiful month is ending. It's April. It's all good. It's all good. So let's see what we have. What kind of data do we have? Nothing really. We're going to have some type of data, but here are the data points for next week. But you guys don't care about that. You guys only care about the plays. So first of all, let's go into SPY and QQQ real quick. The crazy thing is, folks, I wanted to do a market talk about this during the middle of the week, but this week I just really needed to, but I drew the Fibonacci retracement and this thing literally bounced on the golden pocket right here and went straight to the top. I knew it was going to do that, but I thought, it was going to try to fill the gap first or something like that. But, hindsight's 2020. I definitely should have swung calls when it pulled back to this level. I just saw it coming, especially retesting this only thing I'm kind of weary about is retesting this broken support turn resistance. So we do have to wait for that, because we could reject pretty hard next week if, it decides to do that. But so far, it's looking pretty bullish, folks. Again, folks, we're not in a bear market anymore. We are not. We are in a correctional period, but not necessarily in a bear market. The bear market only lasted about 2 days. So look, this was the bear market, 20% drop. It dropped about 21%. So it's not a bear market, folks. We're in a bull market still. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're only down 10%, which is correction. So a correction is 10% and a bear market is 20%. All right. So we are in the correctional period. Now, could this potentially reject? Yes. That's why I stayed cash, to kind of see where the market wants to go next week. But I do got some potential plays. It is looking bullish. Let's go look at QQQ. QQQ is not really necessarily in SPY's position. You see how QQQ also broke this bear flag. This could be resistance. But look, check that out. It broke past the resistance right here, and that turned support. So this was one support, and then now it turned resistance. It rejected right here at first, and then it came back, and now, doing this thing. So basically what I want to see is this thing kind of go up a little bit more and then make another. I'll show you what I want to see. That could be a very bullish case. I want to see this thing go up and then come back down some more, and then, bounce from here. So making higher lows, right? That's what we like to see in any trend, making higher lows, okay? Because that is the first step of a new trend. Like, for instance, you see right here? See that? How this thing did it right here? Higher lows. That's what you want to see. You want to see higher lows, correct? And whenever we're selling, we like to see lower highs, correct? Ooh, I forgot to do this part too, folks. Hold up. Did it break trend? Let's see. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good, folks. Let's go look at the daily chart. So it's kind of breaking out there. This would have been the third touch. So we got to see if this thing breaks out here. That could be, now it's breaking the downtrend. Let's go look at QQQ. Because the opposite is lower highs, but these things are breaking. Yep. These things are breaking. So SPY QQQ has already broken out the little inflection point. You know, one that I wish I would have swung but didn't, this MicroStrategy, because every time MicroStrategy breaks out, I'm not missing another breakout of this thing. I mean, this breakout right here went parabolic, and now this one is breaking out. Every time it breaks a resistance point, it just goes nuts. MicroStrategy. So it broke another resistance point there. I wanted to swing it, but we caught another swing. We caught this swing called Merck. Went crazy on Friday. Look at that candle. We got in about right here. We made about 72%. Contracts went to 100%. So if you go to the swing trade channel, you guys will see I made this. And this is the thing we got in Merck 80 calls. And this thing went crazy. And we banked on this. All right. And look, I told him I found some swings. I'll be posting potential plays and charts. So we'll be talking about that in the chat and everything, which ones I really, really want to get into. But let me show you guys a few that I'm watching. First of all, oh, and then also let's look at some gains real quick before we start giving you guys the plays. This person made 1,900, 500. So you got to think, if you got a 9 to 5, you only make, and you make $20 an hour, which is average for people, then you know that's $160. So look how many people made over $160 in one day. And my chat doesn't even cost that. So you got to think, I'm saving people time, $1,500 in a day. Do I need to keep going? Look, somebody made money off Merck. Made a daily paycheck on average. You know, look, Merck gains. So tap in, folks. Oh, look at this person, 18,000 in a month. Crazy work, right? I always show you guys crazy gains in this thing. All right. So Merck went crazy. We had a great week of trading despite how volatile it was. We're great day traders, but we're even better. Well, I won't say even better. We're better at everything. We had the best day trades, the best swing trades, and the best leap trades. Oh, one of my leaps went off too. Twilolo, the one I've been telling you guys about. We got in around here somewhere. Thing took off. It's already up 30%. Just that fast, a leap is up to 30%. That could potentially reach all-time highs, has earnings pretty soon. And this company is on its way to being profitable. And I'll show you guys their balance sheet. But yeah, I like these guys. The reason I like them too was because, or why I bought the leap in particular, because it broke highs here and then retested all-time, well, not all-time highs, but these highs right here. Remember, it was consolidating for a while, broke it, retested, and then it went all the way up to about 151. So I believe it could reach highs again, And you gotta think the highest point was what? 451. So even getting a fraction of that to the 200s or whatever, right? Getting here would be just, amazing, getting to the 280 range. So Twilolo was one that I really like leaps on, because they're on their way to profitability. I like Lyft too. They're finally coming back. Lyft is also one like Twilolo on its way to being profitable this year. I don't personally use Lyft, but that was one. But let's get into some of the plays I like. PG, folks. Support here. Third touch of support, almost really fourth. Pin bar. two of them. I think it could possibly fill this gap either tomorrow or something like that. So I think above 162, this thing could go, filling the gap here. It's one of my favorites, Microsoft. Now this one is a little bit different. I think just this little reflection point right here. See that? I drew it perfectly too. But yeah, Microsoft breaks this little key level here. It could possibly pop. I would say above 395. Microsoft above 395. Let's just go ahead and say that. We'll just do the plus sign. Plus 395. Right, Microsoft plus 395. PG plus, what did I say? 162, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. PG plus 162. PG plus 162 is entry point for them. And then what else do we have? NVIDIA. Same thing. You see these lines I'm drawing? It needs to break resistance point. So I'm going to say around 112.5. NVIDIA plus 112.5. All right. And then Lowe's is another one. Just breaking this consolidation area. Basically, consolidation breakouts is what I'm seeing. But this looks like a triangle, so, let's tap in. Yeah, this looks like it's going to form a triangle and do its little thing and then break out. So Lowe's, triangle. We just got to wait for this thing to keep consolidating. It's probably going to chop until it can break out. So we could save that one for later. And then Google. This one already broke out. There's something you should know. All right, let's see. Boom, right? Google had this little breakout. It broke out. Even if it retests, I just think breaking this out, period, is a bullish sign. So it's really nothing but just to keep this on watch for a pop. So we got to see. All right, folks, next week. I'm day trading for the most part, but, swinging is something I'm trying to get back into right now. We got in Merck, 72%, my first swing. And, I get in once. I was only able to call at least one swing a week so far because once the market kind of didn't stabilize, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. So tap in, folks. Comment the word challenge if you're on Instagram. And then if you're on YouTube, tap in. It's your boy Aristotle. We out.